YouTube, it's Satch. Welcome to Driver 81. Welcome to a pretty overcast day here in Orlando, Florida. Welcome to the other side of the cockpit. I'm in a left-hand drive here because I'm in the USA. This is the 2018 Ford Expedition, and I'm going to run through some pretty cool features of this car. Let's do business. So I'm out here in Orlando, Florida with the family. This is the hire car that we've been given. It's a 2018 Ford Expedition. It's an absolute boat. It's a Titanic of a car, and it's like driving a sofa. It's so smooth and comfortable. But one of the first features that you originally see when you unlock the door, you press the button, and before you've even, well, when you start to open the door, you'll see the floating sort of steps sort of come out as you open the door, and then when you shut the door they will slide back in. It's a really cool little feature. And something I've never seen before. Normally you either see the side steps either there permanently or they're not at all. So they're not at all. Okay, next up is the keyless entry. Picture the scene. You're coming back to your car, you've got your keys in your pocket, your hands are full of bags, and it's going to be a right chuff on or pain in the arse to actually get the keys out. All you need to do is rock up to the driver's door. You will see a series of LEDs which will flash whenever you touch one of them. This is because it will be, the car has a 5-pin sequence code that you need to enter. Once you've entered that, the car will open automatically. Okay, the next interesting feature about this car is the amount of gears that it has. It actually has 10, yes, 10 gears. But an interesting thing about this 10-speed automatic gearbox is that we have two buttons here, a plus and a minus, which basically means you can actually add or remove gears as and when you please. So I'm doing 15 miles an hour here. I'm into third gear, dropping down to first gear. So I'm going to press the minus button and I'm going to delete gears 6 to 10. So what will happen now is that the car will only drive in gears 1 to 5. With that as well, say for example I'm stood here in traffic waiting, and I could put it into first gear and I could delete all of the other gears, which means the car would only stay in first gear. It would only change into second gear once I click the plus button. So effectively it becomes a manual gearbox, but the plus and the minus button act as the up and down. I'm about to go here and I'll show you what I mean. So I'm in first gear, it's not changing up. I'm up into 25, up into 30, plus into second gear. I still need to change into third gear, fourth gear, fifth gear. Oh, I want to come down a gear into fourth. There we go. It's quite bizarre, in fact, actually. I mean, why a car which has a top speed of 115 miles per hour needs 10-speed gearbox? It doesn't make any sense to me, but that's the Americans for you. It has a 10-speed gearbox. It's quite interesting, it's quite quirky, but in reality, not needed. Okay, next up is a feature that I understand that a lot of cars do have, but I've never personally had it in any of the cars that I've owned or driven. And it is on the wing mirrors, both wing mirrors. Once you're driving on, they call it the freeway in America, or the motorway, if you've got a car in your blind spot, you will get an orange dot appear on the wing mirror. Now, that orange dot will intensify the closer the car gets, and it will stay on until the car is at about your 9 o'clock position. So once the car is in your full view, then the orange light will go off. Then obviously it will come back on again once the next car is there. And as I say, that's on both wing mirrors. It's a nice little feature to have because there's been many times, even though the wing mirrors in this car, they are gigantic, there's been many times where I've been just about to pull over, but I've had to stop myself because a car has just sort of edged its way forward and I haven't seen that car because it's been in my blind spot. Well, the next feature or quirk of this car is if we go into the boot, let's go into the boot. and we have a look. What do we see here? Well, we see a nice big boot for lots of luggage. It has the option for 2 additional folding seats, as you can see right now. So it works perfectly if you need a lot of luggage space, which we did, but it also works perfectly if, say for example, you're ferrying people around or taking kids to soccer practice, as they call it. Yeah, so if you need a lot of people in the car, that's no problem. If you need a lot of luggage in the car, that's no problem at all. And we have 2 more quirks and cool features of this car. The second to last is something, okay, I get it, that is in a lot of cars. It's the heated steering wheel and also the heated seats. Now, not just that, but number one, they fire up extremely quickly. So from me turning the key or putting the engine on, these heated seats are almost instant. Same with the heated steering wheel. But not just that, once you picture the scene, you get into the car's been parked up all day. Say you've been at a theme park, you come back in the car, it's been absolutely roasting hot outside. The whole car is boiling hot. Well, this gives you also the feature to actually put cold seats cold heat into your seats, should I say. So I've never seen that before, and that has been a lifesaver, because quite often you have to give it a few minutes. You have to turn the engine on, put the aircon on, give it a few minutes before you can actually get in the car and not allow your legs to melt onto the seat. So that's a cool feature, I think. This heated seats, heated steering wheel, and also the cold seats. Can't get my words out today. The heat is getting to me. And finally, the last cool thing about this car is the reverse camera. Yes, I know a lot of modern cars have got reverse cameras, but I particularly like the reverse camera in this car. It's very smooth, very clear, and it's just a nice little quirk because the car is so big. In fact, it is, as I say, it's like a Titanic of a car, and you really do need something, because otherwise you will just, when you're reversing, you will hit something. You absolutely will. If you're used to smaller cars like I am, having said that, I'm used to I do have a Mercedes-Benz E-Class. That's quite big, but it's a dwarf compared to this. So the reverse camera on that car, this car is perfect, spot on, and it's the final thing that I love, or final cool quirk about this car. One more cool feature of this car which I forgot to add. If you look, we've got 6 seats in the back there, and what we have here is an overhead drop panel. So if you're looking at the wing mirror or the rear view mirror, you can see things slightly. Obviously it's geared up towards looking out the back window. However, if we just drop this little thing here, what you'll then see is a nice mirror, which will obviously allow you to see the rear passengers a lot easier. I don't know why all cars don't have this, but it's a cool little feature, and it probably costs about $1 to put in there. So well done. That's another cool little feature which I forgot to mention earlier. And here's one more feature that I forgot to tell you about. Look at the pedals. Look at this switch. Pedal. Backwards, forwards. It brings the pedals closer to the driver. So if you've got a comfortable seat and you don't really want to muck about with the settings on your seat, why not bring the pedals to you? Or if you're a little bit larger and you've got longer legs, why not move the pedals a little bit further away from you? Another cool feature of the 2018 Ford Expedition. So thanks for watching this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. Something a little bit different today, a break from the norm. You've probably never even seen one of these cars. I've never even heard of it, to be honest with you. So it's nice to get in and do something different. So thanks for watching. Please like the video, please subscribe to the channel. I'll be doing a few more videos on this Ford Expedition, seeing as I'm here in sunny Florida and I've got the car for a couple of weeks. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.